We are at the launch of the new generation Volkswagen Multivan People Mover. It has just arrived in Australia to go up against a family Aussie favourite, the Kia Carnival. So come with me now, we're going to find out the price, all the features you get, what it's like to drive, and you have to check out the seats. They are amazing. Oh, and if you want to read the full review, go to carsguide.com.au. Volkswagen's Multivan is the people mover in the brand's range. You see, there's the Transporter, which is the cargo and commercial vehicle. There's the Caravelle, which is more a bus for businesses. There's the ID Buzz, which is a retro electric combi. And then there's the Multivan, which is really the more family orientated one. And this is the new generation version. It looks a lot like the last one, but it actually couldn't be much different. For starters, Volkswagen has swapped building it on a commercial vehicle platform for a car platform, the same one that's used by the Golf and the Tiguan. That should make it feel less like a truck to drive and more like a car. Now, you'll find out soon if that's true. But for now, let's take in its looks. It's sleek, it's modern, and you can get it in two sizes. There's the short wheelbase and the long wheelbase. Now, just to make things more confusing, the wheelbases are actually the same. It's the back part of the van which is longer or shorter, basically the boot area. So the short Multivan is 4.97 meters end to end, and the long one is 5.17 meters. We can talk about that later. Let's go inside, where the interior, as you can see, looks and feels tough, but it's also premium, just like its outsides. This is the Life Grade we're staring at here. It's the first of the new gen multivans to come to Australia, and it's also the most affordable. It's the entry grade. Okay, shall we talk money? Let's talk money. Now, as I said, the Life is the entry grade, and the list price for the short wheelbase is on your screen now. Now, the long wheelbase, as you can see, is $3,000 more. A style grade will come later this year, and that will sit above the Life, and it'll cost more, but it will have more features and a different powertrain. This Life grade is pretty pricey compared to the entry grade Kia Carnival, which starts at about $50,000. So it's really competing with the top of the range Carnival, which is $76,000. Standard features on the Life include LED headlights, power sliding doors and a power tailgate, a 10-inch media screen and 10.25-inch digital driver's display. There's 3-zone climate control, push-button start, an 8-speaker stereo and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. 7 seats are standard too, and I'm going to show them to you now because they are a really big part of how practical this multivan is. The practicality of the multivan is ridiculous. So not only do you have 7 seats, so all multivans come with 7 seats, but the seats in the back, you can do whatever you like with them. So the front 2 seats have to stay there, all right? They've got to stay there. But the back 5 seats, they can go in any particular order you want. You can take them all out if you want. You can just have 1 seat in the back. You can have 2 in the back. You can have 3 in the back. You can have 5 in the back, and you can turn them around. This is so much you can do. They are quite light, so even I can lift them in and out as well. Now, storage is also really, really clever. Check this out. This here is an optional table that comes up like that. A table folds out, and this slides backwards and forwards through the entire cabin, so you can even have this between the driver and the front passenger as well. Now, there are tray tables here. There's gigantic storage in the doors as well. And talking of the doors, these electric power opening doors just open up to give you the easiest entry and exit you could imagine. The practicality of this exceeds any SUV you could imagine by a long shot, and pretty much any people mover on the market as well. The cabin storage is really good, and I love these drawers under the seats. Now, in terms of boot space, with all seats in place, the long wheelbase has 763 litres of cargo capacity. The short wheelbase has 469. Now, that's not enormous, but the adaptability of the seating means you can easily create more cargo space if you need to. Now, talking of those doors, I don't even need to go through those doors to get into the driver's seat. I can just walk straight through. So let's go for a drive. Into the front. I love that. I love being able to walk in a car. That's so cool. All right, let's go for a drive. Oh, did I talk about the practicality in the front? The practicality in the front is amazing. You've got this double glove box up here, which I love. A regular glove box, of course, down there. But then you've got these gigantic, it's like cargo pants, but in van form. It's like there's buckets and holes and everything everywhere. I love it. This thing down here, that's good too. All right, let's drive. Well, so first things first, the gear shifter is now fly-by-wire, so it's all electronic. You don't have a gear shifter down on the floor, and that means it frees up all this space here at the front, and that's fun. And like, to be honest with you, the best thing about driving this multivan is that it is fun. So just in terms of this being different from pretty much any other vehicle on the market, makes it fun. Put it into drive using this little thing. It looks like a Tim Tam. You push it down, and then away we go. Now, the very first version of the multivan which has arrived in Australia is called the Life Grade. And the Life Grade comes with a 2-litre turbo diesel 4-cylinder engine. And it makes 110 kilowatts and 360 Newton meters, which is heaps of torque. And driving it today, it's got plenty of grunt. I haven't wished for any more at any point. It's front wheel drive. And even in the wet, I haven't noticed those front wheels losing much traction either. So that's pretty good too. Paddle shifters, and they feel really good under your fingers for changing gears, like that as well. And that transmission is a 7-speed dual clutch automatic, and it is smooth and quick when it changes. That engine as well, it's a diesel engine, right? And most diesels sound like delivery trucks, like I don't really like them because that's constant clatter. But this diesel is ridiculously quiet and smooth. In fact, unless I actually looked at the tacho down here, I'd probably think it was a petrol I was driving. It's that quiet and that smooth. Okay, let's talk fuel efficiency. Now, diesels are pretty frugal. They don't use a lot of diesel. They don't use much fuel. They use less fuel than petrol engines use fuel, if that makes sense. And after a combination of open and urban roads, Volkswagen says the multivan with this 2-litre turbo diesel should get 6.4 litres per 100 kilometres. Now, we have driven them for a couple of hours today, and we've taken them on city roads and country roads, and right now the trip computer is saying 8.9 litres per 100, which is obviously a bit more. But once we get the multivan in our secret Cars Guide garage, we'll be able to fuel test it properly, okay? All right, now let's just talk about what it's actually like to drive. So we've done the engine, we've done the fuel efficiency, and I'll get to safety in a second, but I just want to talk about what it's like to drive, because that's a really big thing here. This new generation multivan is actually built on the same platform that Volkswagen builds cars on. Up until now, the multivan's been, built on a truck platform, and it's sort of driven a bit like a truck. And now with this new generation, they've built it on a car platform. So cars handle and they perform better than trucks because they're not as rigid. This is built on the same platform as they build the Golf and the Tiguan SUV. So today on some windy country roads that we did, we got to put it to the test. And I have to say, it handles like a car. So it feels composed, it feels stable, it feels comfortable, there's not much lean. So yeah, it drives like a car, but it looks like a bus. Pretty much is the motto of this multivan. And that's a good thing, because when you're a parent and you're driving, you want driving to be as easy as possible. I'm a parent, I've got 2 kids, and it's hard enough without the driving being hard as well. So this makes life a bit easier by being easy to drive. So yes, acceleration's good. The visibility, my God, I feel like I'm in one of those glass trains. The visibility through these ginormous windows, these oversized windows, is amazing. And you can even get an optional panoramic glass roof. I wouldn't advise getting one because in Australia you feel like an ant under a magnifying glass in them, it's so hot. But even that opens the whole thing up. So this one doesn't have the glass roof, and that's fine. This is the one I would get. But these windows and these bits here and the A-pillars just make visibility so good, and that means parking something which is like 5 meters plus long is a lot easier as well. So it's easy to drive, the visibility is good, the steering is excellent, it's light and it's accurate, the pedals under my feet feel good. I can't find any faults here, okay? It's what I'm saying. It's fun and it's easy. Fun and easy. That's all I want. The new generation multivan has a 5-star ANCAP crash test rating. So 5 stars, it's the maximum number of stars that you can get in a crash test rating. You can't get 6 and you don't want 4, but 5 is the best you can get. It has AEB, it's got lane keeping assistance, it's got blind spot warning, it's got rear cross traffic alert. I was driving along a windy country road today and there was a cyclist up ahead and I could barely see them, but it started to tell me to brake because the system actually picked up the cyclist before I could see them, which is embarrassing for me, but also amazingly great technology too. So the safety tech on this car is incredibly good. And in terms of airbags, right, because you've got 3 rows here and you've got kids in the back, I do not like putting kids in the back if there aren't airbags covering their heads in that 3rd row, but this has airbags which cover all 3 rows. It's also got a center airbag here, which is great. It stops heads meeting in an accident. So yes, safety is excellent. Volkswagen has a 5-year unlimited kilometer warranty, which is not the best. You know, Kia's got a 7-year unlimited kilometer warranty, but then again, Kia's servicing is really expensive. But then again, Volkswagen's servicing is also pretty pricey as well. Like you're looking at 15,000 kilometers, 1-year intervals for your servicing, and the servicing costs between $600 and $800. I checked last night. There's a service price calculator. Check it out yourself. It's all there, so you know how much you're going to pay. But yes, between $600 and $800 a year. And that's higher than some brands out there, but it's not outrageous either. So that was just a quick taste test of Volkswagen's new generation multivan. Of course, we'll be able to do a more thorough test once we have it in our Cars Guide garage, but on first impressions, to drive, absolutely amazing. It drives like a car, but it's shaped like a van. In terms of features, the features are amazing as well. The practicality, I mean, you saw it. That's unbelievable practicality. And the price, well, it's getting up there a little bit, but it's not unreasonable at all. Not bad at all.